I'm Dave Rotman. I'm Chief Information Officer at Cedarville University.
My name is Brian Hogan, and I'm the president of Afidance IT.
My name is Diana Tullio, and I'm the CIO at Standard Register.
My name is James Alford, and I am the director for IT for Montgomery County.
My name is Mark Hewen. I'm with Booz Allen Hamilton.
I'm Matt Franz. I'm the Chief Information Officer from Clark State Community College.
I'm Monique McGlinch with Minmark Corporation.
I'm Tom Skill. I'm the Associate Provost and Chief Information Officer at the University of Dayton.
Cedarville University is a Christian university located about a half hour east of Dayton. We have 3,500 students, liberal arts core, but our largest majors are business, engineering, and nursing, pharmacy. So heavy in the sciences, but based on a solid, broad education background.
Well, at Afidance IT, we have a passion for earning lifelong trusted relationships by surrounding our clients with clear, transparent, and truly objective expertise in technology strategy, support, and project management.
Standard Register has been in the community for over 100 years. We provide brand management for some of the biggest names in the country, whether it's print or promo or services or software, but we help those companies manage their reputations and their brand.
Montgomery County is the IT support for general government and justice. We are the centralized data processing center, and we provide the infrastructure, and we also provide the programming and the technical support for hardware and software throughout the county. We also control the website for Montgomery County. There's a lot of little parts involved in making our whole organization work for the public, and we do a pretty good job of it, I believe.
Booz Allen's actually one of the oldest and largest consulting firms in the world. For this purpose, we'll talk about the technology side. So we do a lot in cybersecurity, enterprise resource planning, ERP implementations, network infrastructure, and a lot of cloud activities around Amazon and other type of cloud providers.
Clark State serves approximately 6,200 students across 3 regional campuses. Our primary service locations include Greene, Clark, Logan, and Champaign counties. And our mission is to provide a high-quality education which fosters individual and community success.
Minmark is a medical device company, and we specialize in products and services for the medical, dental, and animal health markets.
Well, these days we're probably best known for basketball, at least nationally, but I think that that's not the full story. We're also a major Catholic research university, and we have about 11,000 students and 2,500 faculty and staff.
My very first job in IT was working in college in the computer lab. I was the computer lab monitor, so to speak. To make sure that I filled the paper, I filled the ink in the toner, and that's kind of what got me going to becoming an IT professional.
My very first job in IT was in the military, the U.S. Army. I was a 13E computer cannon fire direction specialist. I was the guy that was hiding over behind the canvas telling the cannon exactly where to shoot in order to get the forward observer to make sure that they get the best shot in the military. That was my first job.
You know, I probably go back to my freshman year in college, and I worked what was probably the precursor to IT, and that was with the Media Center AV folks. And I think what I did for a good number of days is I was a slide changer for an art history class. And if you want to go through something that is like Thorazine for you, it's sitting in the back of the room with a hot projector blowing air on you, listening to a professor drone on about art history can be very difficult.
My first job in IT. Craig's Appliance in Connellsville, Ohio hired me to do software development. So I was probably 15 years old, and they were an appliance store, and they were looking for 2 systems. One was an inventory tracking system for all of their TVs, stereos, washers and dryers, as well as a customer tracking system. So that was my first job within IT.
My first job in IT was actually as an Air Force lieutenant. So I went into the military and was commissioned and was told to stand up a network control center. So that was a pretty fun experience, but by the time I got done, we actually got rated #1 in the Air Force and got some nice accolades from it.
So I spent a lot of years on the fringe outside of IT and technology. But my first encounter with IT was, the group was called WWIS, Whiz. And so we were kind of disappointed to be aware that we were going to be part of the Whiz Kids. But so I was doing software development, and I was doing that for corporate, but I was in San Diego. And so it was interesting learning about the processes and all of the paperwork and all the things that had to be done as part of IT that are crucial. But my first experience was I was a Whiz Kid.
So my philosophy on mentoring and really individual development plans is asking professionals to have a career path and plans for themselves, and to really look at, what do they want to be 1 to 3 years out, 3 to 5, and 5 to 10. And when I mentor somebody, I actually ask them to come to those sessions with me and think about what are 1 to 3 things I could work on. And basically I listen, coach, and guide in those sessions.
I think one of the biggest challenges for me in mentoring, I think, is being able to trust folks to do the right thing and also to make mistakes. And a lot of that, I think, is driven on the fact that as a leader myself, I think that I've been one to make a lot of mistakes. And so I try to model the way by showing folks that you need to own your mistakes, you need to apologize for it, you need to move on. And so that's one of the key things in mentoring. I think the other thing for me is also recognizing that being the smartest person in the room isn't the necessary thing anymore. I think that surrounding yourself with really smart folks and being comfortable with your own gifts and talents in that group is really a key to good mentoring. And I think I've been really blessed at UD because I work with a great team of passionate, smart people.
I love this industry. I love this community. And it's so much fun to be able to work with people that I've had a chance to work alongside of for 20 to 30 years now. I have the opportunity to work with people who used to be clients who now work with us. We have clients that used to work for us but are now clients. And some of the relationships I have personally in this industry probably go back 30 years. And it just goes back to the fact that, again, we're big believers in the importance of long-term relationships and how connected our community can be.
I have the privilege of working at a university, so we've been able to hire some of our own graduates, and by hiring young people just starting their career, I've had a chance to influence their whole career path, really, trying to develop them professionally, working hard on people skills. Technology is important, but people have to use the technology, people have to deploy it, so we work hard on interacting with people. I think especially we get calls from frustrated people who are having trouble with the technology, so we do a lot of training on how you respond to people who might be having a rough day, how you empathize with them, how you encourage them, and then how you leverage the technology to help them.
My philosophy is providing good communication, allowing my staff to be creative, explore their ideas, and dare to dream, to make a difference by being what they are. I've been very blessed with a good team who are intelligent, my programming staff, my technical staff, and my operations staff. Good team, good communication, hard work, and daring to dream to make a challenge and make a difference.
So my mentoring philosophy is basically the law of karma. So the more we do that's good for other people, the better the world and the better the community is. So I spend a lot of my time walking around helping people to realize what they're passionate about, whether it's in my group or whether it's in my company, whether it's a supplier or customer or an employee. But it's so important for people to be doing what they love to do, so I try to help them to understand what it is that they like, whether they know it or not, and get them into the right place.
Obviously, I wouldn't be here today if other folks didn't help me. I've got 5 different folks that I mentor on my team that I try to train to take my position and be in that position. I also help train other companies. So we're actually working with a Native American disadvantaged IT company right now, and I provide a lot of mentorship for them, helping them get to know the community, just help them get a big contract here at Wright Pat Air Force Base, and trying to help them expand and get in ground to the local area.
I think that mentoring is a critical part of leadership. So mentoring is something that I think you need to have a mentor in order to really get that perspective of how to become a mentor. Having someone go through and bring something out of you gives you that ability to do that with someone else. And I think that another thing about mentorship is that every person has some ability to add value to an organization. The key to becoming a mentor is being able to unpack those characteristics, those skills that each person has, and being able to show them what can be done and giving them the support and accountability to allow them to meet their personal and professional goals.